Welcome back to Mitten Marijuana. I'm Joe.
I'm Chloe.
Today we're going to be talking about all sorts of things. Namely, why doesn't we just get nationally legalized?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. Right now, 24 out of the 50 states have recreational marijuana and 38 have medical marijuana. Over half the states have marijuana legalized in some capacity. What's taking us so long?
Honestly, I don't know. I do know. I mean, a lot more studies are getting done with it slowly becoming more and more legalized. They are able to get more research on what long-term and higher amounts of consumption do. But is it really, I guess, higher amounts of consumption? Because if you're going to smoke, you're going to smoke.
Yeah, I don't think it's any higher. I think now people are just being honest about it when they go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Which
and to their own doctors.
And it also could lead to people that are just being paranoid that it is killing them inside, reporting symptoms that they're not actually having. I think there's a lot to do. Chloe found a study linking frequent cannabis use to heart attack and stroke risk.
It wasn't even frequent. This is just smoke. The title of it is Smoking Cannabis Associated with Increased Risk of Heart Attack and Stroke. The paragraph that basically summarizes the whole thing literally just says, the study funded by the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute found that daily use of cannabis, predominantly through smoking, was associated with a 25% increased likelihood of heart attack and 42% increased likelihood of stroke when compared to non-use of the drug. Less frequent use was also associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular events. Weekly users showed a 3% increased likelihood of heart attack and a 5% increased likelihood of stroke.
So, all that to say, you're probably fine. We're not doctors, but like our vet said, you're probably fine.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You don't really have to worry about it. You'll be all right.
Yeah, this sounds like, at least from my perspective, that it really is like when it is habitual daily use is really when it starts to become a problem. And again, it does say predominantly through smoking. This doesn't seem to really go into anything as far as like edibles or drinking concentrates or any kind of
also,
like topicals.
Tobacco, the article I was reading earlier showed there's a 45% increased risk of heart attack and stroke just through passive tobacco smoke, just from being around people smoking.
Right.
There's people that I've known, I mean, I know this is an anecdotal, but people that have been smoking cartons of cigarettes daily, like secondly, really. And they live to 99 years old. They die of falling down the stairs.
Yeah, everything is always...
You're going to die. Do you want to die sober?
Right.
I don't want to die sober. Would you rather die alone and sober or stoned with all your friends?
Yeah.
At 32.
But this did also go over the difference from 2002 to, what did they say, 2019?
Sure.
So this does compare numbers from 02 to 19, yeah. So in which 2019 there were a few states legalized by that point, and so probably did have an uptick in people actively smoking.
Right.
And so I wonder if this article might actually put a few states behind on legalizing because of that
article
uptick.
Also, I read, I don't know if it was that article exactly, but I read an article similar to that on the same website, saying how policymakers need to know about this. They're the people are seeing weed as a non-risky thing to smoke, so policymakers need to know about this when making policy, which I think is kind of a clown move.
We should criminalize cigarettes if we're going to talk about criminalization of what can cause harm. Then we're going back to, what was it? The
Prohibition.
Yeah, the Prohibition.
It can hurt you. You better
stop.
Make sure the government tells you you're not allowed to do it.
If I could roll my eyes any harder, they'd be in the back of my skull. Like,
I need the government to just fuck off and let me smoke my weed, enjoy life.
especially for a country that has only private healthcare.
Yeah, like
If it
they
was like
really
a
shouldn't give a
public,
fuck.
if it is a public healthcare, then it is like,
They're
okay,
like,
we're not going to put
"Alright."
our tax dollars into a healthcare that we're going to let you fuck up.
Yeah,
So it makes
I'd
sense
understand
then,
that.
but because we are exclusively a private network
And that's
society,
kind of
just
why
let us choose what we want to do, or
that's
let
why I
our
like the private network. That's why I like having private healthcare.
yeah.
The government shouldn't be able to tell me what I can and can't do with my body. I want
Welcome to being a woman.
I want to get stoned
My body, my choice.
and
God
throw
damn
my
it.
body off of a staircase. Let me break every bone in my body. It's not illegal to purposely break your arm. It's not against the law to purposely hurt yourself. Why is it against the law to smoke weed? The
No one
national
knows.
government needs to stop stepping on our toes.
This is turning very political.
Yeah. But
Very
weed
quickly.
politics is fine.
I know.
So that's what I'm saying. Legalize it.
Just
What are we doing?
legalize it.
Mr. President, whatever one is in office, whenever
especially-
you're hearing this, legalize it. Write to your congressman. Write to the president.
It makes no sense to have cigarettes and alcohol both be legal under such loose reasonings and have weed be illegal. I just
Yeah,
don't
kind
get
of
it.
it's
It
just a
really
joke.
does make no sense because alcohol and cigarettes individually have absolutely proven to be significantly worse for your health than weed has ever been, even with this new study.
Yeah, though it's really just seems like a joke at this point. I wish we didn't have to go down this rabbit hole, but there's not a lot of stuff to talk about. Not a whole lot of weed news going on. The only news is that weed, I guess, can make you have a heart attack sometimes. If you smoke weekly, you will have a 3% increased risk of heart attack or stroke. I think.
But if you
just
do
diet
smoke daily,
correctly.
I do
It says
hope that
25%.
this I do hope that this
Just-
does come to some of you absolute habitual smokers of take
Who
a
cares?
tolerance break every other day.
Who gives a shit? Keep it up.
Or just
It's your
switch
life.
to edibles.
It's your life, baby. Do what you do.
Find a not smoking way
You're gonna die
to
of something.
do this.
How do
Yeah,
you
this
wanna die?
study I found, by the way, was published February 28th, 2024, if anyone is curious.
Yeah, I'm reading the same one.
Just so you know how absolutely recent this
kinda
is. We
interesting.
are recording on March 23rd of 2024, so this was
The-
less than a month ago.
The one that you're reading, it's
Mm-hmm.
the same one, by Abra M. Jeffers, but the title's different.
Oh yeah, Association of Cannabis Use with Cardiovascular Outcomes Among U.S. Adults.
Yeah, but why is it so much more negative on the website you're reading it on?
Because this is National Institute of Health as opposed to
The
Journal of American Heart Association.
But I feel like shouldn't they be the same title? It's the same research paper. Why is that
Because National Institute
NIH
of
trying to
Health.
make it scary?
don't know.
Because they're run by damn pencil pushing nobodies who never had a day of fun in their fucking life.
Oh my
They
God.
go home, they drink their whiskey, and they beat their spouse.
So
Bunch of
random
fucking losers.
random stats that I actually think is kind of fun that Jaha, I'm just going to call it,
Jaha.
adds to their website. On this article, they add the metrics for how it's shared. Picked up by 165 news outlets,
Oh, I saw that.
blogged by 7,
I thought it was funny.
posted by 363 X users.
Formerly known
That
as
is
Twitter.
a huge...
That's a lot.
That's
the
a
most.
lot compared to 165 news outlets that need to use like this specific
So,
style of source material.
It really seems like no one fucking cares.
Also,
Everyone is in
Reddited by
agreement.
one.
Yeah, Reddit by one on
One
3
person
Facebook
put
pages,
it on Reddit.
and then 9 readers on Mendeley.
Oh yeah, 19.
So, like, only 1,500 people have. It's only been posted 1,500 times.
Yep.
So if that's any consolation to how much of a fucking loser this Abra M. Jeffers
Oh.
guy is, or
You
lady
can actually
is.
check like all of the demos.
Yeah, I
Whoa,
don't give a
that's
shit.
cool. You can check all their
Fuck these
analytics.
pussies. Fuck the pussies.
That's actually kind of cool as hell.
Anyway, yeah. So, fuck the nerds. These guys suck. They're
Oh
not
my
cool.
God.
They don't have fun in life.
Oh, whoa, that's
bet-
kind of cool.
I bet
Demographic
Jeffrey's
breakdown.
real fun to hang out with.
81% are members of the public. Only 7% are scientists, and 2% science
Hell.
communicators, journalists, bloggers, editors.
10%.
10% practitioners. So this is mostly shared by members of the public and very little by actual scientists and health practitioners.
Yeah. So let that just be a lesson. No one cares about the nerds. Anyway,
Careful
in
what
more
you say.
fun news. More fun news. I saw a comment on one of our videos, I think our most recent one, about THCa, which the Jeter we smoked in that episode did have THCa in it, and I can confirm it was quite awesome.
Yeah, I still can't believe how good that
Yeah, some of the notes I took
was.
regarding THCa is it's the precursor to THC, to Delta 9, which is THC. Didn't realize that's how it was. It's not Delta 9 THC. That is THC. Delta 8 is just fake THC.
Yeah, which is why.
Yeah, which is why it's designated that. But
Yeah, which is
I
how you
didn't
can
realize
get
that
around the law with it.
Delta 9 isn't like Delta 9 THC. It is just THC.
THC is Delta 9.
Yeah, and then Delta 8
is
THC in quotation marks.
Yeah, which is exactly how.
And that's probably the shit that Abra Jeffers smokes.
Oh my
Some
God.
Delta 8 pussy shit. No, fuck that. Fuck Jeffers. Not a fan. Don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Fuck either of them. Who gives a shit? Nerd anyway. But it's a precursor to Delta 9, to THC, and it relieves inflammation and pain, and it's ideal for treating symptoms of arthritis, according to this one a Google result I got. But I don't know if you found anything more interesting about THCA than I did.
No, I did not. I'm actually now reaching a rabbit hole of Delta 8. Just because now I'm curious.
Yeah, we shit on off enough. But the person that commented about THCA said that they just recently started getting into it and they found it really cooking them quick.
Oh, really?
Like if they have a joint that has THCA also in it, it cooks them. And so far with that Jeter,
Yeah, that
it
knocked you
fucking
out.
cooked me.
Yeah,
In
that,
the video version, I am gone.
Yeah.
I get toasted so fast. So fun. A lot of fun.
And I was jazzed. It's so funny that you and I had.
I felt so good. I wasn't tired. I look tired, but I'm really just so relaxed. I just feel so good. I don't want to move. I just want to enjoy the moment. It was so fun. It was my favorite.
Yeah,
that
I
I've
was
smoked so
very
far.
I was very energized by it. I was like ready to go.
Yeah.
So that's very funny that you and I had kind of like opposite reactions with it.
Yeah, physically
You
opposite
were-
reactions, but mentally the same reaction.
Yeah.
Very euphoric. I felt so genuinely happy and content with life as it
Yeah.
was, which is kind of wild.
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
was
felt
the
that way
perfect
since I was a kid.
antidepressant.
Yeah, it was great. But results on how you physically feel may vary. I
Yes.
felt like I sunk in my chair, and you can see
I
it.
was ready to run a marathon.
So it was really cool. A lot of fun. Definitely something that I could probably like microdose. Like take a hit of a Jeter when I wake up. Take a hit at like lunch. You know, kind of microdose it throughout the day and be kind of coasting. I probably feel really positive about myself. It'd be a good one. I might just take a.
Do that
I might just
tomorrow.
rip half a Jeter tomorrow, then take an Uber to the studio.
Oh my god.
I saw an Uber from here to where the bar we were at last night was only like $9. I didn't take an Uber, but I thought about it. I was like $9. I didn't go very far, but like $9 to
Not drive.
to be able to drink
Yeah.
because my drinks were paid for. So I was gonna drink.
What was yesterday?
We were just celebrating my brother being home / his birthday a month early
Oh my god.
because he won't be home for his birthday
Yeah, I still haven't seen him this trip.
that's why
When's he going back?
soon. That's
Oh,
I
God.
think on Tuesday.
Oh shit.
But I think
Well,
that's why
bye.
my mom wants us to go to wants you to go to Panda House.
When?
No, we'll talk to her about it after the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jeter, goated.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Still
joint.
cannot say
And we still have
enough
2
good
more
things.
Jeters. I think we're just gonna have to review them.
Yeah.
I think we got the next 2 review weeks lined up.
I want to try that Fire OG.
Oh,
I want to
that's
see
what
the
I wanted
details.
to do next too. But anyway, so Jeter, absolutely goated. Can't recommend it more. And it's not even like a Michigan only brand. I'm pretty sure it's a California brand.
Is it really?
I think so, but really good. I mean, obviously it's really good. It was awesome. And we have to learn about terpenes still. There's so much to know.
If anyone has any good sources on truly learning about what terpenes are and how they work and why they matter, please leave it in the comments wherever you're listening to this, YouTube or wherever you can. They make no sense to me yet. Still, like, I tried looking them up. They just don't make sense.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're probably going to do Fire OG for next week's episode.
Gas factor, 85 out of 100.
And then I don't know when yet, but I do plan to get Queen Cobra Jessica on the podcast, and we're going to tell some stories about smoking pot and how awesome weed is, I guess. So there's no set plan yet, but she will be on the pod at some point. Not next week, but maybe the next week. I'll have an update next week though.
Ooh, we will need snacks if we do this Fire OG.
Fire OG's a munchie one.
While giving you an intense case of the munchies is what this says on the website. So we will need to make sure we have snackage.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take it a little easier on this one so I can be more
That's an idea that we could do.
Physically here.
That's something we could do. We could do like a snack, like a munchie test, tier list kind of thing.
Hey, there's an episode idea. let me write that down in my notebook.
Munchie tier list, and people leave comments.
Yeah, what's your favorite munchie?
Yeah, what's your go-to munchie? Or like, what do you go to when you go to the store before you smoke and you're like, all right, I'm smoking tonight, I know I got to get munchies. I know one of my friends does this, which is why I know that at least more people do. What are the things that you're like, I gotta have that before I start my smoke sesh because I need to devour it?
Yeah. Also, shout out to everyone that subscribed recently. Big shout out to Jessica for shouting out the channel, the podcast. I appreciate it. It's really awesome. I'm excited to talk to you about weed. It's gonna be a good one. Definitely gonna have to ask her about her favorite munchies. Oh, in other news, we're projected to surpass last month's monthly downloads, and just a few days ago we surpassed it, and we surpassed it strongly. Even before the shout out, we were well over our monthly goal. So
yeah, what did good. Jessica's shout out, which again, thank you so much. What did her shout out do to our analytics? I'm very curious.
So far, it has done nothing on our like Spotify type stuff.
Okay.
But on YouTube, it has. It's not been huge.
That's okay.
But
I'm
people
just curious.
are actually listening.
Okay.
Where before no one was listening to our podcast on YouTube. Now people have listened to the podcast. At least.
Okay.
At least enough to get the YouTube ticker to click up 1.
Hey,
So we're at like
that
20
works.
some views for this last episode.
Not bad.
Yeah, we'll see if it continues to be on an upswing. We'll see if it backfires and it bites us in the ass. It's entirely possible. Anything's possible in this world.
But yeah, you are right. This is available in California as well.
Yeah, I think it was originally from California.
Yeah, it says available
really
in
good.
California and Michigan. So
It's really good. I highly recommend it. Now today, before we started recording, I didn't really have a lot to talk about. There were obviously a few things on my list, but normally whenever I don't have anything that I want to talk about, I go on X, formerly known as Twitter. I just scroll through that for like an hour and a half, and there's usually enough stuff on there that I can talk about. But today it was lackluster, to say the least. What's that?
I like this style of vape.
Oh. Oh, all right. Well,
I'm just scrolling the Jeter website now.
yeah, I see that.
As well. So
That's cool. That's what's up.
yeah.
Oh, I've been seeing the one thing that I did get from Twitter today was gravity bongs.
Oh, you got that from Twitter?
I got it from TikTok. But
Okay.
I
was
saw
like,
another one on Twitter. I saw a girl with 2 gravity bongs. She did it at the exact same time and had the little nozzles pointing towards each other. So when they hit each other in the middle, it was a straight line that she was inhaling. Double gravity bongs.
Oh my god.
And she almost did the whole rip. I don't think it's possible to do a whole double gravity bong rip. If you can, hit me up, dude. That sounds gnarly. But we have to get a gravity bong.
Yeah, they
What's your
honestly
thoughts?
do look pretty fun.
We could probably make one. I mean, I did see one girl actually make her own gravity bong where she did she had it go into the water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she hit that, and she looked like she started dying. So,
yeah.
One of these
I
episodes.
can't imagine.
One of the smoke break episodes. Which when to upload it to the Patreon, I have to upload it to YouTube because it's too long. YouTube age restricted it immediately.
Hey, I can't blame them.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I'm glad it's only age restricted and not deleted. So I think every time I upload the smoke break videos, I'm just gonna automatically age restrict it so YouTube's not fucking breathing on my neck. What?
So these vapes that I was saying that I really like the style of, Jeter hemp crafted vapes.
Yeah.
They're all THCAs.
Wow, hey, look at that.
And it looks like they've got a lot of like good flavors. For indica, they have blueberry waltz and peach cream. Hybrids, they have strawberry mochi and ultra banana. Another indica they have is grape jelly donut. And then their one and only sativa is tangerine sunrise.
I don't hate the sound of that.
Right, like there is really not a bad flavor here. Personally, I wouldn't go for the grape jelly donut because I'm not a huge fan of grape flavor.
And I wouldn't go for the banana.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind the banana personally. All the rest of these sound great.
Hey Jeter, hit us up.
I just like
send us some vapes.
I like this style.
So cool. We should have a fake wedding. Like we'll invite him to our reunion, our vow renewals.
Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of cool that they have this too.
Oh wow, the 3D 360 camera rotation around all the vapes, and the vapes are dancing on screen. Put it to music. I saw a TikTok where someone invited Bass Pro Shops to their wedding, and they got 2 big boxes full of merch from Bass Pro. They got his and hers Stanley Cups with like Mr. and Mrs. and their last name engraved into the Stanley Cups.
There's a gnat in front of my face.
Kill it.
That's insane.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Then custom hats with their names on them. I'm like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, we invite humans and they don't show up.
I know.
Or you invite someone to be your best man. He wears blue jeans to your wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know who would ever do something like that.
Or, Galaxy print hoodie to your reception.
I don't know who that was.
The same dude.
Oh, really?
Do you not remember that? We
No.
teased him for wearing jeans to the wedding,
Oh,
and then
then
we
he showed
teased
up-
him
oh
more.
my
And
God.
we teased him more because he showed up to the reception even more underdressed.
That's hilarious. Though the reception was definitely the one to be more underdressed too. So at least
know,
you got
but
the
at least-
yeah right.
Like at least Owen changed into like a polo or something, like
Yeah.
just like a flannel and still khakis.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh my god,
It was a fun, I like
it's
how
just so
I just
fun.
like our little small wedding. It was so calm, so peaceful. Yeah, we gotta get Gabe to be on the pod. I want him to tell
Yeah.
I want him to tell the vaping story himself.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one that ruins it. And he's got some good high stories, so I'm excited. to get
Gabe,
him
show
on.
up to the podcast.
Yeah, little bitch.
You literally
Everyone call
can
Gabe a little
come...
bitch in the comments below. That'll probably provoke him to come to the podcast. So I also have Hyperwolf's top 10 best weed state list. So best
Okay.
states.
Now, I have
weeds.
not seen this list, so I know nothing about it.
I also have top 12 best strains according to SunMed
Okay.
growers. But we'll do the top 10 list. Hopefully this will take us long enough that we can save top 12 for the next time you and I are recording a filler episode. As we're gonna start calling them the fillers and the reviews. So can you any guess on what number 1 is?
Number
Oh,
one.
maybe we should start at number 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea where to go for number 10.
Throw a stab in the dark there.
Nevada.
No, New York.
Really?
New York's number 10. Now, I am not
Okay.
on the website right now. I'm reading my notes, and I didn't write why. So I might have to pull up the list so I could tell you exactly why.
New York, really?
Let's say the best weed. Yeah, New York was their last one. Don't look at my screen.
I can't even read anything from that
Good.
far away anyway.
What the hell? My top fucking cities? Oh, 10 worst weed cities?
Oh, God.
That's going to be a good list. I like that. That's an episode I do. All right. All right. So number 10 was New York. They said that New York only just passed medical marijuana in 2021, medical in 2016, rec in 21, making only 5-year gap between the laws. So
Okay. And that
they said
makes
we're
it
not here
number
to
10. Why?
shit on New York. They said because it's still young.
Okay.
It's still young.
So,
it still has a ways
just
to go.
not enough information to make it any better yet. It's
yeah.
still a baby. You just need to let it mature. Okay.
Yes. So that's the number 10
Mhm.
for it being it's a kid.
Okay.
Just
So not
baby.
a bad reason.
He's just a baby.
Right. You just wee lad. Mhm.
What do you think number 9's at? Based on why New York's number 10, who do you think's number 9?
I have no idea. Can I at least Google what states do have legal?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I can tell you there's
states
25 of them that have rec.
legal weed. Okay. Because now at least I can guess states that have it legal. Okay, so New York was number 10.
Yes.
I am gonna say Virginia.
Michigan.
Really?
Mm-hmm. This pissed me off. Obviously. We passed legal medical pot in 2008. I was unaware.
When?
2008.
What?
I don't fucking know. But in 2018, we were the first state in the Midwest. Wait, what the fuck? We helped pass the first of 2 state laws legalizing the medical use of marijuana. In 18, we became the first Midwest state to legalize medical cannabis and allow for recreational use. So in 2018, we got high.
I do remember it being 2018.
I remember being
because
28
it
too,
was...
but I don't want to talk about it. Since then,
that is the only reason why I know that it was
it makes
2018.
Such a fucking bummer. Apparently nearly 60% of adults in Michigan are stoners.
60%?
Yeah. Which is crazy.
That actually is almost feels like a low number.
Yeah. Based on the people you see at dispensaries, you'd expect it to be in the 80s.
But given the area that we're at, I think Traverse City is a lot lower. A lot of mid-state where there's not a whole lot of anything. Probably lower than that. Grand Rapids, I don't think, like that area, the west side of the state, is huge. Or at least not as big as east side.
They're all doing coke over in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, they're all doing like heroin.
They're all
so.
Yeah, they're all doing cocaine over there.
Yeah. They're
but
exclusively coke.
Apparently, we don't have the same reputation for weed culture as California or Colorado. But we are one of the fastest growing industries in the U.S.
California is California, and Colorado is also isn't it one of the first, if not the first state to actually legalize recreational?
First after California, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. All right. Well, there you go. Number 10 is New York. Number 9 is Michigan. What's number 8, Chloe?
I want to say it's something on the west side of the country. So I'm going to go Arizona.
Massachusetts.
Damn it.
Wrong side of this country entirely. You're not very well traveled, are you?
Okay. Shut up.
Fucking hate
what
the
are
British.
You, British?
Fucking hate those assholes. We're well traveled. Shut up. So according to Hyperwolf, whose list we're going off of, they voted to decriminalize cannabis in 2008.
Okay.
Oh, they legalized rec weed in 2016.
Really?
I feel like this is really just a list of who did it last. Top, like number 1 was.
So is Colorado, California, or is number 1 Colorado?
I'm not gonna talk about what it is. I still need you to guess them.
I'm just gonna assume number 1 is Colorado.
Oh, you can. I don't care. Yeah. So I guess I'm not seeing any real reason. I mean, it says the Massachusetts cannabis industry has created a significant number of jobs, but that's true in every state's cannabis industry. It's opened a ton of fucking jobs, and especially jobs for people with felonies, especially felony drug convictions. They are the best at it.
Yeah.
They're undoubtedly the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want some fucking white guy in a lab coat who's never been to jail growing my pot. I want that hardened weed growing criminal. That's my guy. They should also expunge all those people. I don't know if they did. I didn't read up on that. We can talk about that next week. But yeah, so Massachusetts number 8. Not really much to talk about.
I don't want a dude that came from finance thinking that he's gonna make a quick get rich quick scheme out of using weed. I don't want the guy. I want the guy that has been passionate about it since day one.
No college kids.
Yeah.
You cannot. If you ever overpaid for weed, you're not allowed to grow weed.
Yeah.
That's the fucking rule. If you were ever charged by your dealer a fee, the white boy college fee, you're not allowed to grow. All right. So that was number 8. Who's number 7?
I think I could just throw a
Eventually you're going to get it right.
I don't think so.
You have to eventually.
No, I don't. I don't have to get it right ever. I could get it wrong every single time.
On purpose?
Not on purpose, but I think genuinely because there's more than 10 states that have it legalized, and I've already gotten all the rest of them wrong.
I think you'll get one right.
I don't think so.
I think eventually you will. I'm confident you will. Get at least one. So who's 7?
7? Alaska.
Alaska is correct.
Holy shit!
What'd I tell you?
That timing.
It is Alaska. Wow, that's a fucking bit if I ever saw it.
Clip that.
Did you know that
Check,
adult
click
use
that.
marijuana is legal in Alaska? Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did
Okay,
actually.
I don't know why they fucking. What a weird thing to say. All right, sure. Apparently they legalized medical in 1998,
Jesus Christ.
and they've been
They have
smoking
nothing
it.
else to do.
They've been smoking it recreationally since 2014.
They have nothing else to do.
Okay, God bless them. Love them
What else
Alaskans.
do you do in Alaska?
They're basically just Canadians, honestly.
Yeah.
They're Canadians with slightly worse health care.
Yep.
Yeah. They say the reason why is they're not higher is because the growing conditions aren't ideal.
Yeah, that
pot,
is.
which makes sense.
That is very
It's not ideal
unfortunate.
here, but we can grow inside, so I don't like that as a fucking reason. You can't really grow good weed out there. You can inside, fucking idiot. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? That's the kind of dumb shit I'm talking about. These stupid. Oh, what's number 6?
Number 6.
Yeah. We also have to have our Alaskan friends. Oh, if you guys disagree with any of these, please let us know. I disagree highly.
Yeah,
But-
same. I would put Michigan above Alaska
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. We'll have to have Amber down to give us
I don't
a
think she'll ever
thorough
come here.
review. We'll force her to come here.
No.
We'll buy
That's
her.
not how this
We'll
works.
buy her a ticket to Hawaii,
Oh my
and
god.
she'll land.
Shut the hell up.
She'll land in Detroit and be like, ha, psych. We're in Hawaii, bitch. Get him.
Oh my
Get him, loser. We're getting high. Oh. Thank you.
god.
6.
Minnesota.
Washington.
Damn.
Minnesota's not on the list. I'll start telling you if it's on the list at all. If you guess it
Okay.
wrong. All right, no, it's Washington. One of the first states to legalize recreational in 2012. I don't know. It doesn't really say anything. Why?
Wow.
Oh, it says both locals and tourists can enjoy the crisp mountain air in a fat joint.
Cool. You can.
You can do that in any state that has legal weed and mountains. I fucking hate these people. I hate the
Yeah,
people
you can
that
do
wrote
that
this.
in Nevada too. Like you can
Anyway,
do that in
yeah.
Arizona.
You do that in
and
Alaska.
Colorado and New Mexico.
In Alaska. Fucking
and Virginia.
You do
like
it in Colorado. Like, what a dumb fuck thing to say. I think Hyperwolf just has a bunch of dumb fucks where this is the
you can also just find a really big hill in the state of Michigan
Yeah,
because
there's
as
the
my
hills.
Aunt Joyce loves to remind me
There's
when I went up north once, I said, "Look at the mountains," because the hills were so steep compared to the flat lands that is
here.
an hour away from Metro Detroit. Like
Yeah. So
you can find just a big hill.
yeah, there's big enough hills.
And get high enough to convince yourself that it is a mountain.
Just wait till it's cold out, and that's mountain air.
Yeah.
Cold
might as
air is
well.
mountain air.
Yep.
Yeah. So but what I was saying,
I'm gonna
Hyperwolf
guess-
is the BuzzFeed of
Yeah.
weed sites. Fuck these guys.
Yeah, they're just making up nonsense.
Yeah.
They're just throwing random states at a board and saying, that's the order
We're
now.
throwing poop at the wall and seeing what sticks. All right, we're halfway through the list. What's number 5?
Number 5, Illinois.
No, it is on the list. Oregon.
Okay.
It has the same reasons: lush
Oh.
landscapes and mountain air.
Okay.
Yeah, they legalized.
Let's not go over the reason whys then, because this website is obviously just full of crap. I kind of just want to be done with this game.
They
to be
legalized.
honest.
They legalized. Well, we're padding the runtime. They legalized medical in '98.
Impressive.
Yeah, really impressive. And then 2014 they legalized recreational.
So wait, number 10,
Number 10 was New York.
because they had a 5-year gap between.
No, because they're new.
Because I was
they're
gonna say,
It's just because
Like,
young.
they're trying to
they brought that
say-
up, and I don't know why. It's like there was a 5-year gap between medical and recreational.
yeah, there was a 20-year gap between the
what are you
rest of
talking
them.
about?
What the hell are you talking
There's
about?
gaps for everybody.
Why bring it up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 4 is Montana. Random guess, but
Montana is not on the list.
God damn it.
Number 4,
Yeah.
Nevada.
Bitch.
I mean, honestly, I can get behind Nevada being a great state to be high in.
Vegas.
Just for Vegas and Reno.
Oh yeah, Reno.
Yeah.
I always forget Reno is in Vegas.
It's not in Vegas.
Well,
It's in
Nevada.
I think it's in Nevada.
It is. My one coworker's mom lives there.
Oh.
And
yeah,
he goes
that would be
relatively
fun.
often, and I just constantly forget.
Like, I don't want to be passed out drunk on the Vegas Strip,
Jesus
but I will be stoned. That sounds kind of fun. Go to Penn and Teller, baked.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. What a dream.
Honestly.
Like, you already would be mind blown from magic alone, but then you're also high watching it. Like, what the fuck? It'd be fun.
100%.
Yeah, so that's those. Number 3. You're in the top 3 now. You know, I think you know what all 3 are based on what you have guessed before and what you haven't guessed.
Illinois, California, and Colorado.
Those are the top 3, but in what order?
In that order. Oh. Illinois, California, Colorado.
Okay, so Illinois 3, California 2, Colorado 1?
Yeah.
You're close.
Oh,
Illinois is 3.
Okay, so I've gotten 2 right. Out of 10. I've gotten a 20%.
Yeah, so far. But you still... I'm not going to count that as your guesses for those, because you would guess it right. You'd have to guess number 1 right.
So it's Illinois, Colorado, and California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's been no way for you to do it to get it more than 1 wrong. That's why I said... Because once you get to number 2, you would have guessed California. I would have said no. I would say Colorado. And like, well, obviously, then Colorado is not number 1. It has to be California. That's why I said you're going to get 1 right. And I did not mean Alaska. That was just so lucky. That was so cool. What a moment. It's going to go down as one of my moments in history.
Oh my God. It's not even your moment. It's mine.
But I was there.
Me constantly saying I'm not going to get anything right and then getting it right. That's my moment, Joe.
Which was great. It was a great moment. It's one of my favorite moments of my time.
And I already almost forgot about it.
See, that's why it's one of my moments.
I'm sober, mind you.
So am I. I'm high on life and caffeine, baby. Yeah, Illinois.
Okay. What do they give their reason as? Because Chicago?
I'm trying to read. I'm trying to skim read.
Oh my God, you're so bad at skim reading.
It doesn't look like there's any real reasons. Nope. No, that's it. Fucking no reasons. I would disagree with this one. And here's why. When we went to Illinois, we were talking to that one guy who owned the liquor store.
Oh yeah.
He's like, you can have weed, but you can't have weed paraphernalia. You can't have bowls, bongs, grinders.
Yeah, you can't have anything to make the weed usable.
Yeah, it's like, then what the fuck's the point? What am I supposed to do? Just have it? Just look at it, dude. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
They have to grind it there? Like, is that how the dispensaries work in Illinois? Let us know. Because, like, do you get your,
if you're in Illinois,
do you get your weed pre-ground, or do you get nuggets and then you just have to, like, leave everything at home?
Is this guy just trying to upsell his alcohol so I didn't smoke my weed?
Oh my God.
Is that what it was?
Did we get debated?
Did we get debated? I had rolled joints anyway. No, I didn't. I was going to roll joints. And we need to find a grinder. That's why we're looking for a grinder. So maybe it's a good thing we didn't have a grinder. We would have gotten arrested.
Maybe that's how they criminalize. That's how they criminalize it.
I'm not convinced.
You're allowed to have weed, but you're not allowed to make it usable.
And I haven't.
You can just eat a nugget. You better like the taste of it.
I don't know if that's true or not. Eat the nuggets.
That'd be so gross.
I do want to try. We gotta
make can of butter.
We gotta get the cookbook from Spencer's and try those recipes.
Yeah, we do.
That'd be fun. There's a video idea. Let me write that down. Write that down.
A baking video.
Yeah. A cooking video. Food hacks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
New Father's Day gift for my dad because he gave me his Rice Krispie back because he never ate it.
That's a good one.
Get him some flour and at least one of the recipes
Yeah.
for like brownies or something.
That'd be
You'd
good.
be like, here's how to make your own can of butter, Dad.
Yeah. So I'd say number 2 is Colorado.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. Second largest cannabis market in the United States is Colorado, apparently. Yeah, I mean, they legalized medical weed in 2000 and recreational use in 2012.
Yep, I do remember that.
Yeah, you can legally possess up to 2 ounces of cannabis, which is double what I think double here. Maybe you can have an ounce and a half here, but at least an ounce. You can have an ounce. Like you can travel with an ounce. You can have as much as you fucking want.
Yeah,
you just
like
can't have it on your person.
Yeah, so on your physical person.
So
like
if you're a drug dealer,
like out running errands or whatever,
just only bring an ounce. Like that's the only reason they have it set at a limit, so you're not dealing.
Yep.
Just fucking appointment only.
Yep.
Bring 1 ounce. What a stupid fucking law. Just let me have 10 pounds of weed in my backpack. Fuck the government. Fuck government.
Oh my god, that's actually a story I heard at work of
Someone had 10 pounds?
Had 10 plants in the bed of his truck and he got pulled over.
You can have
they do grow, so like he was fine there, but he had way too much on his physical. Yeah, this is someone I know.
Oh.
Like this is a person that I knows neighbor.
So they were already fully grown.
Yeah, he was transporting his plants.
Wild. What a tough time to get pulled over.
So he got pulled over and arrested, and his wife had to call the person I know to be like, hey, I need your help finding his truck.
Yeah, because a good crop.
His truck was just sitting in the middle of nowhere.
With fucking bunch of crop in it.
Yeah. But she ended up being able to call the police department saying, hey, he was arrested. Can you tell me where you arrested him at so I can get his vehicle?
Yeah, that's crazy. Because and
they did it.
Like
it cool.
a good harvest, you can yield up to a pound a plant.
Yeah.
You had like 10 pounds.
And his wife was from what I remember of the story, because again, this is a retelling from someone I know.
It could all be wrong. He could have gotten arrested for having like crack cocaine. He's just like, they said I can't have this much weed in the back of my truck. I don't understand.
Yeah, I know.
Meanwhile, he was smoking black tar heroin in the front seat. What do you mean I can't smoke heroin on the fucking freeway? What the hell are you talking about?
But the wife was more pissed off that that she had to go find his truck.
That is really funny. That sounds like
this asshole.
Sounds like a fun movie idea.
I know.
A group of teenagers find out a big drug dealer got arrested, and his truck's just sitting on the side of some road somewhere, and they go out looking for it. It'd be like Stand By Me, but instead of looking for a dead kid's body, looking for a truck of weed.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a more fun version. What the fuck's the hell, Stephen King? Your problem. God. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna say something, but you may forget about it.
I'm so sorry. We just went over the top 10 states.
Not yet. We still have number 1.
But California.
I was going to talk about how you can have 6 plants. You can own 6 plants. You can grow 6 plants per person per household for a maximum of 12 plants per household.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, we have 5 parcels of land. We could technically put a house on all 5 and just have friends live there, and we could have the biggest grow operation legally.
Oh my god.
We're not going to do it, government. But if we did, you got to go fuck yourself because we're doing it the right way.
Right.
But we could.
We're also not doing that because we don't want to. We bought our property because we like how it is currently.
I want my damn property, boy.
We like our property the way that it is.
Mm-hmm.
So many people are trying to convince us to build a house on the second half of our property to have passive income to rent out, and nobody seems to get that we bought this house for the empty property, for the empty land.
Mhm.
We like having space
Yeah,
to
freedom.
be. We are a
place
dog
for
household.
our trampoline.
Also for our
I know, for our
dogs.
dogs, yeah.
Like,
But also for my trampoline.
yeah, and we also have a lot of plans for our property. Like, we do want to get
Yeah.
chickens.
And we want to get plants.
Yeah, we want to make use
Yeah.
of the
We
property.
got
We want
plans.
to have social gatherings. So
To quote
have
whatever country artist, I've got some big plans.
I don't know what song you're talking about, but okay.
Probably for the best.
Okay.
And number one's California.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah,
I don't
fuck,
care.
Fuck California. I did write down that
California.
Hyperwolf is a California company.
Oh, jeez.
So, wow, who'd have thought? I mean, I guess it probably has some of the most like iconic hip like culture surrounding pot.
Yeah,
What hip hop?
but it's also
I mean, it's
California.
good. It's fine. Jeter's a good company. They have some good weed, and it's California.
It's a
but,
predictable
yeah,
answer.
Clear. It is very obvious. Like,
which is kind of just aggravating because again, I would have said Colorado probably because they probably do have some of like
Colorado was the first state to legalize recreational pot.
Yes.
But California was the first state to end prohibition of pot, like at all. They legalized medical in like 96.
Oh, jeez.
96. So they are number one. They did it first, but Colorado did the fun shit first.
Yeah.
But also in California, medical weed was just
you go into a doctor.
You go to a dispensary that has a doctor on site. It's like,
I have a headache. I have chronic migraines. And it could be hangovers.
My lungs don't hurt when I'm not smoking. Like, well, you gotta smoke. What the fuck? Prescription. So
I remember this was years and years ago. I think this is actually even before Michigan legalized it. So this was probably back when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Back when I was watching BuzzFeed, I remember seeing a video that one of their like I guess talents did where she has, like I said, this was definitely over 10 years ago that I saw this video and I have not seen it since. But she has, I think it's called TMJ or something like it, where like the nerves in her face cause absolutely excruciating pain throughout her entire jaw.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that she had tried to treat it was weed. She was told explicitly to give weed a try. And she talked through the entire process of how she got her med card. She got referred to this doctor through a friend, and all it was she got onto a laptop, said that she has chronic pain, and then the doctor gave her her med card. There was no questions. It was a telecall. Like, she said it was the easiest thing in the entire world that she's ever done medically regarding this. She's had Botox, she's had like laser therapy, ice therapy, all these different expensive things. And she said, if I would have known, and she did like the tinctures when she went in. And she's like, if I knew that this was going to work this well and it was going to be that easy to get a med card, I would have done this decades ago. I would have never done anything else.
Yeah, you literally just have to go and just say, hurt.
But given all of her, she'd never gone through the process of getting a med card, and no one told her it was easy.
Yeah. Because all I've heard about is how easy it is to get a med card in California. And I'm like, that helps me a lot being in fucking California.
And when you think of something medical related, you kind of think it's going to be this drawn out process of a million questions you just don't really want to ask. It was literally, why do you think,
lying?
Like, why do you want this card? I have chronic pain. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, I'm sure you could have just walked into a lot of those shops like, I want to get high. And like, oh yeah, you just need a medical marijuana card. Here you go. They just write you one. Be insane.
Now you don't have to.
Now you don't have to. God bless.
Except for in Utah, North Dakota, South Dakota, Oklahoma, Arizona, Louisiana.
It sounds like you're doing a fucking this song. Oh, it sounds like you're doing the.
Alabama, Alaska,
I've been-
Arizona.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing the "I've Been Everywhere, Man" by Johnny Cash.
No, I don't know
Oh
that
my
one.
God, you sound like you're doing that song. I'm gonna play it for you after this. It sounded just like a moment of that song.
Utah, North
I've
Dakota, South
been
Dakota,
to
Oklahoma,
Utah.
Arizona, Louisiana,
Yeah,
Mississippi,
it sounds just like it. That's
Mississippi,
crazy.
Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and whatever this tiny little state is.
Probably Connecticut. Fuck Connecticut.
No, it's not Connecticut.
Damn.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Those are the states where states with legal medical marijuana: Utah, North Dakota, South Dakota,
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Arizona, Arkansas.
You still gotta get it there, but then there's a whole bunch of states.
Oh,
where
and
you just
Hawaii.
cannot smoke at all.
Idaho, Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, Texas. I'm surprised Texas. Mainly
too.
because of
Austin.
Austin and
Austin and Alley.
oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway.
What's the other big city? Houston.
Yeah. Houston,
And I guess San
Dallas,
Antonio, but
San Antonio,
yeah.
Fort Worth. There's a lot of big cities in fucking Texas.
Texas is a big
As it
fucking
turns
state.
out, yeah, as it turns out, Texas is pretty big.
I'm kind of surprised that Texas
Smaller than
is
Alaska,
as
despite
know.
what this map shows.
I know Alaska looks like half the size of Texas.
Yeah, Hawaii looks like it's pushing to be the next Alaska in
I know.
size. Yeah,
But it's just because Alaska is got its little legs.
yeah, it's running away.
Tiny little legs.
I told my mom when we go to Alaska that I want to
Mm-hmm.
go to like the very end of the peninsula
Oh yeah.
and throw rocks at Russia. I told her I want to write "fuck you" in Russian on a rock and skip it across the ocean to Russia.
Oh my god.
It'd be really funny. If,
You're
like,
gonna
on
get
the-
you're
on the
gonna get
flight
this
home.
country started.
That's what I
on.
was saying. It'd be really funny if on the flight home I found out that I started an international incident. Some Russian picked up like, "Fuck me, fuck you," and like now we're at war with Russia because I skipped a rock.
I will say it's kind
like
of
that
weird
idea.
to see that Delaware also has no legal marijuana at all when it is absolutely surrounded by legal recreational weed.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think Indiana feels?
I know Indiana's surrounded.
They're surrounded. The only place that isn't legal recreational is
Kentucky.
and it's basically.
And Kentucky does have the Delta 8, so
Yeah,
you can
and so does
still
Tennessee.
yeah.
And Florida has Delta 8 as well.
Mhm. Yep.
We still have some Delta 8 from Florida. We should definitely review that.
Yeah.
Smoke it. I was nervous to smoke it at first, but honestly, remembering
Why?
it's Delta 8, I was like,
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
like-
baby weed.
hey, it's gonna be like my baby's first
It worked.
weed.
I mean, for me it when I was smoking,
Yeah, but you never smoked before.
yeah, I had never
So-
consumed any kind of
So going from
cannabis beforehand.
Nothing.
I guess I had
to baby
technically
weed
shared
to real
one
weed.
joint with a friend beforehand. Yeah, I smoked
I've
half of a
never
joint
inhaled.
with Olivia.
I'm kidding. I don't give a shit. I
Um,
don't blame you. I would too.
but that was only because I had told her I had never smoked before and I was hanging out at her apartment.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, do you want to?" And this was when it was legal. And I
Yeah.
was like, actually, yeah.
course.
And so we split a joint. She passed out, not surprisingly, and I just ended up chilling. And I had to go home the next day, so I was
Yeah.
like, okay, bye. It was very lackluster. But then found out about the Delta 8 and found a place that was selling stuff, and I didn't like the carts because they were really harsh on my lungs, but I also again never smoked, so I did
Yeah.
a lot of the edibles. They had like $20 Rice Krispie treats that were 100 milligrams, and so I would get one a week and split it into 5 pieces and have, one piece every day except for 2. But it worked. It got me at least somewhat a little high,
Right.
but I don't think it'll do that now.
Right. Well, I
What
I
else?
think we did pretty good job. We're actually at an hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, what else do we have on the
We do
docket?
have some more stuff written down, but we're gonna save it for next time because
Oh, gee.
God knows we need to save shit for next time. We are bad at this.
We just don't really do a whole
Though
lot
this one was good.
regarding weed outside
Yeah,
of.
we have to start getting more involved.
I know. Oh, I kind of have. It's kind of a boring story though.
We'll save it for next time.
Yeah, it was like I kind of have a funny story, but it was mostly boring actually.
we'll
Now
save it
that
for
I think
next
about it.
Yeah, I wish I would realize
Why do I
that
get
stories
coffee
I'm
everywhere?
about to tell are boring before I tell the stories. I always get like halfway through before I realize the story's not going to end well. I go, you know what? Never mind. I'm like, never mind. What are you talking about? We just spent 30 minutes talking. Like, yeah, it's not that good of a story now I think about it. But
Yeah,
I'll
you
be
need to
like,
start
man, you should have been
thinking
there.
before you think.
Actually, you would
Before
have
you
had to
talk.
have been there to get it.
Oh
And those
yeah,
aren't
I
very
forgot
good
about
stories.
this.
Anyway, um, thank you guys for listening. If you enjoy what you're hearing, it helps us if you rate it 5 stars on whatever platform you're listening to it on. According to our analytics, mostly Spotify. Give us a follow. Share it with your friends, family. Follow us on all of our social medias. We have, I think, just about everything. Even a Reddit that I don't use.
Oh yeah, I forget that we have a Reddit.
Yeah, we have. We use probably our Facebook, Instagram, and I use our Twitter quite a bit. Uh, all those links can be found on our Linktree, which is linked in the description below, and I'll also read it off. It's linktr.ee/mittenmarijuana mittenmarijuana. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.